In the vast tapestry of our planet, there exist landscapes so extreme, so utterly alien that they seem to belong to another world entirely. These are the great deserts, realms of stark beauty and profound silence. Often perceived as barren wastelands, they are in fact vibrant ecosystems, sculpted by the relentless forces of wind and time into breathtaking spectacles. From shimmering white sands that mimic winter snows to colossal red dunes that touch the sky, each desert holds a unique story, a testament to the resilience of life in the most inhospitable of conditions. Today, I invite you to join me on a journey to the Earth's most surreal deserts. We will traverse the globe, from the sun-scorched heart of Africa to the arid plains of South America and across to the dramatic moon-like valleys of the Middle East. Each destination offers a spectacle that, honestly, defies expectation. We will witness landscapes that have served as backdrops for epic films, places so dry that scientists use them to simulate conditions on Mars, and dunes so vast they create their own weather systems. These are not mere empty spaces on the map. They are dynamic, living worlds, filled with wonder and secrets waiting to be discovered. Prepare to have your perception of the desert transformed. We will explore 5 of the most astonishing arid landscapes our world has to offer, each a masterpiece of natural artistry. We'll delve into their unique geological formations, uncover the specialized life that clings to existence within them, and marvel at their sheer, unadulterated beauty. So, let us begin our expedition into these extraordinary realms, where the line between Earth and the cosmos seems to blur and the power of nature is on full display. Our journey begins in North Africa, home to the largest hot desert on Earth, the Sahara. This immense sea of sand and rock stretching over 9 million square kilometers is a place of epic scale and breathtaking grandeur. The name itself, derived from the Arabic word for desert, has become synonymous with aridity. Yet to call it merely a desert is to understate its complexity. Here, the wind is the master sculptor, endlessly shaping and reshaping the landscape, creating vast dune fields known as ergs that can rise to heights of over 180 meters, resembling golden waves frozen in time. Beneath the scorching sun, the Sahara reveals a surprising diversity of landscapes. Beyond the iconic golden dunes, one can find sprawling gravel plains, stark salt flats, and rugged mountain ranges that pierce the arid sky. Ancient riverbeds, now dry, carve deep scars into the terrain, whispering tales of a greener, wetter past. It is a world of extreme temperatures, where the heat of the day can be unbearable, only to give way to near-freezing cold under the clarity of the night sky. This constant, dramatic shift is a powerful force that has shaped not only the land, but also the remarkable life that endures here. Life in the Sahara is a masterclass in adaptation, from the fennec fox with its enormous ears that radiate heat, to the resilient acacia trees that tap into deep underground water sources. Every organism has evolved ingenious strategies to survive. Even humanity has carved a niche here. The nomadic Tuareg people, the blue men of the desert, have navigated these vast expanses for centuries, their lives intricately woven into the rhythms of this formidable environment. The Sahara is not an empty void, it is a living, breathing testament to the tenacity of life. We now travel across the Atlantic to the Pacific coast of South America, to a place so dry, it challenges the very definition of the word. This is the Atacama Desert in Chile, the driest non-polar desert in the world. Nestled in the rain shadow of the mighty Andes Mountains, some parts of this desert have not seen significant rainfall for centuries. The landscape here is stark, rugged, and profoundly otherworldly. Its reddish, rocky terrain and barren salt flats bear such an uncanny resemblance to the Red Planet that NASA uses this very desert to test its Mars rovers. Walking through the Atacama's Valle de la Luna, or Valley of the Moon, feels like stepping onto another celestial body. Wind-eroded salt and clay formations rise from the desert floor like ancient skeletal sculptures. The ground is a mosaic of cracked earth and mineral deposits that crunch underfoot. The air is so thin and devoid of moisture that it preserves everything with remarkable efficiency. Yet, this extreme aridity is precisely what creates one of the Atacama's most stunning features. When night falls, the lack of cloud cover and light pollution reveals a celestial spectacle of unparalleled clarity, making it one of the premier locations on Earth for stargazing. Despite these hyper-arid conditions, life, in its most tenacious forms, finds a way. Microscopic organisms lie dormant in the soil, waiting for the faintest hint of moisture to spring into existence. In the slightly more hospitable coastal regions, moisture from a dense fog known as the Camanchaca rolls in, sustaining hardy lichens, cacti, and even small rodents. This fog is a lifeline, a ghostly river of moisture that allows a fragile ecosystem to persist where it seemingly has no right to. The Atacama is a powerful reminder that even in the planet's most extreme corners, the impulse for life is an enduring force. Our expedition now takes us to the southwestern coast of Africa, to the ancient Namib Desert. Believed to be the oldest desert in the world, the Namib has endured arid conditions for at least 55 million years. Its most defining feature is its monumental sand dunes, which are among the tallest on the planet. These are not the golden dunes of the Sahara. Here, the sand is a deep burnished red, a color derived from iron oxide that has coated the sand grains over millennia. Dunes like Big Daddy and Dune 45 are colossal mountains of sand, their sharp crests creating dramatic lines of light and shadow against the piercing blue sky. What makes the Namib truly surreal is its dramatic meeting with the Atlantic Ocean. It is one of the only places on Earth where a great desert runs directly to the edge of a cold, powerful sea. The cold Benguela current offshore cools the air, creating a persistent coastal fog that can extend deep inland. This fog is the lifeblood of the Namib. It provides the essential moisture for a unique array of plants and animals that have adapted to harvest this airborne water. The sight of towering red dunes disappearing into a blanket of white sea fog is a hauntingly beautiful and unforgettable spectacle. This unique environment has fostered extraordinary evolutionary adaptations. The darkling beetle, for example, performs a headstand on the crest of dunes, allowing fog to condense on its body and trickle down to its mouth. Larger animals such as the desert-adapted elephant and the elusive brown hyena have learned to travel vast distances in search of sustenance. And in the heart of the desert lies Deerdvli, a white clay pan dotted with the blackened, skeletal remains of camel thorn trees, some over 900 years old, preserved by the intense dryness. A ghostly, beautiful monument to a time when water was once more abundant. We journey now to the Arabian Peninsula, to the south of Jordan, to a landscape of such dramatic and epic beauty that it has captivated humanity for millennia. This is Wadi Rum, also known as the Valley of the Moon. It is not a desert of endless rolling dunes, but rather a protected valley of sandstone and granite mountains, rising sheer from a sandy floor. These majestic rock formations, known as jebels, have been weathered by wind and water over eons into incredible shapes. Domes, arches, and towering cliffs that glow with a reddish hue under the desert sun. Wadi Rum's grandeur has not gone unnoticed by humanity. It has been inhabited since prehistoric times, and ancient petroglyphs carved into the rock faces tell the stories of those who came before. More recently, its vast, silent landscapes became famous through the writings of T.E. Lawrence of Arabia, who described it as vast, echoing, and godlike. Its otherworldly appearance has also made it a favored filming location for directors seeking to portray alien planets, most notably Mars. To travel through Wadi Rum is to feel dwarfed by the sheer scale and antiquity of the natural world. The Bedouin people, who still call this valley home, have a deep and intimate connection with this land. They live a semi-nomadic life, their culture and traditions shaped by the challenges and beauty of the desert. They navigate by the stars and the shapes of the mountains, finding water and shelter where others would see only barren rock. At night, far from the glow of any city, the sky above Wadi Rum puts on a breathtaking display. The silence is profound, broken only by the crackle of a campfire, offering a moment of deep peace and a connection to a timeless way of life. For our final destination, we travel to the Tularosa Basin in New Mexico, USA, to witness a desert landscape that appears to be from a dream. This is White Sands National Park, a place that completely subverts the classic image of a desert. Instead of golden or red sand, the ground here is covered by a vast field of brilliant white dunes. This is not sand in the traditional sense. It is gypsum, a soft sulfate mineral. The dunes are cool to the touch, even on the hottest summer days, because they reflect rather than absorb the sun's rays. The effect is astonishing, a shimmering snow-like landscape under a hot desert sky. The story of its creation is as unique as its appearance. The Tularosa Basin is a closed system, meaning no rivers run out of it. Rain and snow melt from the surrounding mountains, dissolve gypsum from the rock and carry it down into the basin. The water pools and then evaporates under the intense sun, leaving behind large gypsum crystals on the surface of a nearby lake bed. The relentless desert winds then break down these crystals and carry the fine grains eastward, piling them up over centuries to form this incredible, ever-shifting dune field, the largest of its kind on Earth. Life here has had to evolve in remarkable ways to adapt to this bright, shifting world. Some species, like the Apache pocket mouse and certain lizards, have evolved to be white in color, providing perfect camouflage against the gypsum. Plants have developed extraordinary root systems to anchor themselves in the moving dunes and find moisture. Walking among these pristine white waves of sand, especially at sunrise or sunset when the low light casts pastel hues across the landscape, is a truly magical experience. It is a desert that looks like winter, feels like summer, and exists as one of nature's most beautiful and surreal paradoxes. We have journeyed across continents, from the colossal golden waves of the Sahara to the stark white purity of the New Mexican dunes. We have seen how these seemingly inhospitable environments are, in fact, teeming with life and sculpted into forms of unimaginable beauty. Each desert with its unique character, the Martian landscapes of the Atacama, the towering red sentinels of the Namib, and the majestic valleys of Wadi Rum, tells a profound story of resilience, adaptation, and the immense artistic power of our planet's natural forces. They are not empty spaces, but vital, dynamic worlds that command our respect and ignite our imagination. These surreal landscapes remind us that there is still so much wonder to be found on Earth, often in the places we least expect. They challenge our perceptions and invite us to look closer, to appreciate the subtle complexities and the stark beauty that exists in the extremes. The silence of the desert is not emptiness. It is a space for contemplation, a canvas upon which the sky paints its most brilliant colors. I hope this journey has inspired you and deepened your appreciation for these magnificent arid realms that are such a vital part of our world's natural heritage. Now, I would love to hear from you. Of these 5 incredible deserts, which one has captured your imagination the most? Is it the star-filled nights of the Atacama or the ancient red dunes of the Namib? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you wish to continue exploring the most amazing natural wonders our planet has to offer, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. There is always more to discover together.